Alright guys, today's notes should hopefully be the quickest and fastest notes we've ever done in this class. So, this is our second type of factoring. We call it factoring by a difference of squares. It's good to know where it comes from, so let's FOIL first. So x times x gives us x squared. X times 3 gives us positive 3x. Negative 3 times x gives us negative 3x. And then negative 3 times 3 gives us negative 9. So then this becomes x squared, and then positive 3x, negative 3x. Those cancel out a middle term. And then the last thing we have is negative 9. So look what happens. We have a positive 3, we have a negative 3, and then they're both x's. Well, what we get out is a special type of quadratic. Okay, it's called a difference of squares because x squared is a square, perfect square. 9 is a perfect square, so it will always factor into something that looks like this. So how to do this type of question? All you do is you literally take the square root of x squared. That gives you the first term, so x and x. And then you take the square root of 9. That gives you 3 and 3. And then you always put plus or minus. And then you're done. So other examples, right? Take the square root of the first term. Gives you x and x. Square root of the second term gives you 4 and 4, and then you just put plus and minus in the middle. Okay, so hopefully you're starting to see the pattern here. So we can start with our parentheses. Square root first term is x and x. Square root next term would be 5 and 5, plus and minus, and then we're done. Square root first term gives us x and x. Square root next term gives us 6 and 6, plus and minus, and then we're done. So some of these square roots you might need a calculator, but most of them hopefully you just have memorized, right? Like the square root of 100, that would give us 10. So then on the ends goes 10. Square root of x squared again is just x and x, plus and minus, okay? So that's all you do. You just take the square root of the first term, square root of the second term, and then plug it in to these 4 slots. And then it's always plus and always minus. So as you go through these, the top ones are your difference of squares problems. So those 5 right there. All of the rest of these are just more practice problems with factoring. So this should be done when you turn all of this stuff in, guys. Come to office hours if you have any questions or need help on any of these, guys. All right. Have a great Tuesday.